In this video, we'll take a look at showing how the rules for exponents still hold when exponents are negative. In this first example, we have common bases multiplied together, and we can use the product rule, which says when you have common bases multiplied together, add the exponents. So we will add a 5 plus -2 for simplification of x to the third power for our equivalent answer. In the next example, we have a power raised to a power. So using our power rule, we simply multiply our exponents together. So we have a -3 times 2, and using that power rule, we multiply those exponents to give us x to the -6 when we multiply a negative times a positive. The instructions tell us to simplify and also not to use negative exponents in the answer. So using the negative exponential property, we will drop this exponent to the denominator to turn it from a negative to a positive. So an equivalent expression for the given is 1 over x to the power of 6. In this next example, we have a product raised to a power, and using that rule, each factor is raised to that power. So 5 is raised to the second power, x to the second is raised to the second power, as is y to the -4 raised to the second power. Simplifying, we have 5 to the second power. 5 times 5 is 25. We have a power raised to a power, so our power rule means we'll multiply those exponents. And same here with our third factor, we have a power raised to a power using the power rule. That gives us y to the -8th power. Simplifying this to follow the instructions, we do not want a negative exponent, so we'll leave our 25x to the 4th alone and replace y to the -8th to 1 over y to the 8th. Multiplying these together then, recognizing that these factors have denominators of 1, multiplying numerators together, that leaves a 25x to the 4th power in the numerator and the y to the 8th power in the denominator. There are some that recommend eliminating the negative exponent first and simplifying then. And if that was the case, for another approach of simplifying this product raised to a power, we could have replaced that with 5x squared times 1 over y to the 4th power, still that product raised to the second power. Simplifying inside the parentheses, we multiply those fractions together. 5x squared times 1 is 5x squared. Denominator is 1 times y to the 4th is y to the 4th. And again, it's still to the second power. Now we have a quotient raised to a power, which means each one of these terms is going to be raised to that power. 5 is to the second, x to the second is raised to the second, and the denominator y to the 4th will also be raised to the second power. Simplifying that, 5 squared, 5 times 5, 25. A power raised to a power, the power rule says multiply those exponents. So we have x to the 4th, and likewise in the denominator, we will use the power rule to give us y to the 8th. Both approaches obviously are going to give us the same equivalent simplified answer, but you may prefer one over the other.